Okay, I'm going to try to set real quick up a model that has 3 flap settings and how to use butterfly in the quickest way I feel to do it. So I'm just going to bang through it real fast and we'll see how it goes here. So I've already set up a basic model with a tail elevator and 2 flaps, and so all the functions are all set up in here already. So you can see that I've got all these functions set up just from the basic model, and that's all I've done. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into fine tuning, and we're going to go to the flight modes, because what we want to do is set this up by flight modes. So there's a default flight mode in there, and what I do with that, you can leave it default, but I'll go ahead and name it just out of ease of help, is I'll just name that something else like take off, you know. And so we'll just go down here and go take off just real quick. It doesn't really matter which one you use, but what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put a 1.5 second delay, and this becomes my basic one. And then I can put a sound file on this if I want, but you'll notice in the upper left it already says takeoff. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add one, and we want to copy the highlight mode, and then we're going to add another one, and we want to copy the highlight mode. And now we go in here and we change this to something else, like let's say cruise. So I'm just going to put a C for cruise for now, and that would be flaps up. And then, you know, the next one down here we would put something like flaps down. So I'm just going to put a D on that one, just to make it fast. And so now you have your 3 flight modes, and the trick is the switches, is to get it set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the flight modes on the SD switch, which is the flap switch for most people that fly any sort of complex airplane use the one above the throttle, which is SD on this one. So we're going to go up here, and so this is the takeoff position. So we're going to put our switch, let me slide over here, we're going to put our switch out of the takeoff position. So like right now it's in the cruise position all the way up. So I'm going to go over here and roll to the switch, and then I'm going to move it to the takeoff position, and it picks it right up, and it puts a check mark there. Okay, and the check mark is important. Now I'm going to go back and show you why that's important in a little bit. Okay, so then we're going to go down to cruise and see the switch is in the takeoff position. So we're going to move it back to the cruise position, and it'll pick that up too. So that's good. And then the other one is really default, and that's why there's no switch position. So now when I move the switch, you'll see in the upper left corner there, it says cruise, takeoff, and down, or landing, whatever. So the modes are all set. That's good.